If I asked you, what's the easiest money you'll ever raise? Most founders will probably say venture capital. Wrong. The easiest money you'll ever raise is your friends and family round. And here's what's crazy. Most founders actually want to skip it. They'd rather raise money from complete strangers than ask people who already know them. That makes absolutely no sense. Let me tell you why. Years ago, I built a technology company on my own. When it came time to raise capital, I didn't start with venture capitalists. I sent one email to 10 friends and former colleagues that I'd worked with over the years. That one email resulted in $125,000. No roadshow, no venture capital firms, no months of meetings. Just people who already knew me, trusted me, and believed in me. That experience completely changed how I think about fundraising. I hear the same objections all the time. I don't want to ask my family. I don't want the money to affect our relationship. I don't want Thanksgiving dinner to be awkward. I get it, but that's the problem. You're thinking about this all wrong. This isn't about asking your parents to mortgage their house. It isn't about asking your uncle to cash out his retirement account. It's about giving the people who know you the best the opportunity to participate in something you generally believe has enormous potential. Those are two completely different conversations. When people hear friends and family, they picture their mom, their dad, their rich uncle. That's really not what I mean. You have to think much broader. Former coworkers, a former boss, people you went to school with, your neighbors, maybe a former customer, an industry contact, or even a mentor. Friends you've known for years. People that's watched you work. People who've seen how you handle adversity. People who've already invested something much more valuable than money, their trust. Your network is almost always much larger than you think. Professional investors have one major hurdle. They don't know you. They've never worked with you. They've never seen your work ethic. They've never watched you solve hard problems. Your network already knows all of that. They're not deciding whether they believe in you. The decision's already been made years ago. Now they're deciding whether they believe in your company. That's a much easier conversation. This is where founders make a huge mistake. They try to negotiate every penny. They argue about valuation. They make everything more complicated than it needs to be. Instead, just tell people the truth. Tell them that this is risky. Tell them you're trying to build something really special. Tell them you want the people closest to you to have the opportunity to participate. And then tell them something equally important. If they invest, you'll be grateful. If they don't invest, you'll love them exactly the same. You don't want their retirement account. You don't want their kid's college fund. This isn't about pressure. It's about opportunity. Here's something most founders completely miss. A friends and family round isn't just about raising money. It's about signaling. Future investors look at this round and ask themselves, can this founder communicate a vision? Can they inspire confidence? Can they convince people to believe in them? Because if you can't convince people who already know you, convincing people you've known for 30 minutes becomes exponentially harder. I actually believe this is your first fundraising test. Not because of the amount of money, but because of what it proves. Can you actually tell a compelling story? Can you ask for capital? Can you actually handle rejection? Can you actually get people excited enough to write that check? Because those are exactly the same skills you're actually going to need in your pre-seed, your seed round, your Series A, and beyond. So whatever you do, do not skip this step. It might be the easiest money you're ever going to raise. It might also be the most important validation you'll ever receive. Now, let's say you've decided to raise a friends and family round. You know who you're going to approach. The next question becomes, what the hell do you actually say to them? Because one of the biggest misconceptions founders have is that a friends and family round doesn't require a pitch deck. In reality, it might require an even better one. That's exactly what we're going to cover in the next video.